Okay. Hey, Shadow. Hey, I know, okay. I have an update I need to verify. A lot of it's was a beginner's suggestions from their experience. Hey, Wezakun, Kune. So, I mean, if you have any other suggestions for fixing the level, now would be the time. Because I'm going to attempt to verify another update. So... Now, I will say, the experience that I've had on this level from when I did beat it, I kind of lost a bit of that. And that's just because I haven't been playing the level actively. Yeah, Wes, I tried fixing that earlier today, but I can't make it work. I don't know why Obscura's teleport blocks aren't working. There's not much to leak. I can literally show you my part. It's not really a leak. Still working on it. What I'd be more concerned about leaking is GJJ7. So, which I've not leaked. Because this is not GJJ7, okay? This is something that did not work out. as what I wanted it to, so. Alright. It's supposed to be another community level. I have a really cool concept, but I need to find a different song for it, because the song I wrote that I'm using, and that is not good, so. Okay. Yeah, because this is the part that I was trying to fix, and the issue is when you hold into the teleport blocks, it doesn't actually... it just kills you, and I don't know why. Because I've tested it, and should be fine, but it's not, so... Because I don't know what to do to fix that. It just kills you. Because I've set up tests, and in my testing, it works when you're on the descent, when you hold into it. But you're on the descent here, and you're holding into it, and it just kills it. Do you... Sorry, I can't read that. You like yellow portal plus blue portal combinations for kicks? You know, NL, okay, you don't have the right idea. Let's just... That one has to stay, unfortunately, just due to the gap. But I could erase this one. A bit of an awkward spot. How do I make that not horribly? I could do something like that. No, that doesn't work. This needs to be boosted up. It's gonna be hard because there's this in the background. Just gonna do that, and then we'll just boost this whole thing up a little bit. That fixed the problems. Hello, Alex Motor. Currently I'm fixing one thing I found out from WesP today regarding this part, and then we're going to try to re-verify this level. Again. In fact, I actually might move that down a little bit. Yeah, I don't know. Oh, I have a start puzzle literally right there. What am I doing? And then we're going to have to keep that one, but it shouldn't be too bad. Yeah, I'm not going to... I think this one's fine. This one was just hard because you had to, like, immediately jump after it. So the idea, like, the normal person would think, oh, I got to hold. Didn't work. So, okay, I'm going to say, unless there's any other spots people struggled with, if you already sent me a spot, I've already fixed it. If you've not sent me a spot, you can send it right now. I can maybe try to fix it before we start verification. Otherwise, yeah, I'm just going to attempt to beat this again. So, and y'all can go down, live in memory lane as we play through this. Yeah, all you have to do is not be holding when you enter that, so I think it's okay, but... Alright. I was gonna say something and I forgot what I was gonna say. Oh yeah, my best... When I was I tried to verify the update about a week ago, and my best that I got to is I died in Cody's part. Which is embarrassing, because that part's not hard. Excuse me? Good to know. I had ignore damage on. That would have been a disaster. Imagine I verified the level perfectly and it said you had ignore damage on. It doesn't count. I would have cried. But yeah, I lost a lot of my skill in this level. Part of the reason why I've been doing so many star grinding streams is because I want to build back up my muscle memory for playing. That unnamed zero level that I have at the top of my editor did technically get leaked in one of the earlier streams. I just wonder how many of those people who saw that thought that was the song for GJJ level 7. Because it's not. That song, Energizer, is a song I wrote a long time ago, and it sucks. I don't know. There was a part of it that I wanted to use in my level. But to get to it, I have to sit through like 3 minutes of just rubbish. And I don't know if song triggers are allowed for the project or not. King K seems to be of the opinion that it shouldn't, but... That was a user error death, by the way. I did not mean to die there, but it was not the level's fault. I'm thinking maybe if I die a little bit, I might practice the ending again. Dang it. I did practice the ending earlier when I was trying it last week, and honestly, the last 50% of the level is kind of free. Apart from the like Obscura's part, and I think there's like 4 parts that make it actually difficult, but... And then here's me dying in the first 10, so this... Perhaps we do need to practice. Not gonna lie, I was quite shocked when this got featured. I thought for sure RobTop would give it a just star. Even though we got like those 3 legendary ascends, I thought there's no way in heck this is getting anything but a just star. By the way, that portal part there was a fix that a beginner told me about making, and I fixed it. Essentially, we added an orb instead of a block or something. We did something like very small that just helped with the consistency in entering that part. It was a good change. It's actually crazy. A lot of the deaths a beginner had were some of the most unluckiest deaths I think that were possible. And apparently, because like a lot of them were like you had to be frame perfect, and they died to those like several times. I was like, I feel so bad for you because like all those deaths are like not even really possible for me in a normal playthrough, but like somehow you just kept getting unlucky. Billy Stake 3's part, we had to fix the entrance because there's a frame perfect death there. Right when you enter that section. And a beginner died there like 4 times. It was really sad to hear. But just making that part a little less sketchy is a good thing, so. Got an itch on my nose, in my nose. There's something I never considered is I'm a left-handed person, right? My dominant hand is my left hand, but on computer, I grew up using my right hand as a mouse, or on my mouse. Which I find be a little bit odd, you know? Like, wouldn't that be where my left hand should be? But like, my left hand can't click the mouse for anything. I guess a computer is pretty ambidextrous because you got the keyboard and the mouse, and the hands are usually doing 2 separate things. For gaming, like left hand controls characters using like WASD. So it makes sense, but it's just still an interesting point because I know there is a lot of people that use left-handed mouse. I just grew up using my right hand, and lo and behold, I'm like a right-handed mouse user. It's so weird. But like, I right and throw up my left hand. And that's another thing, like, I play GD with my left hand on mobile. And I can't do a thing to save my life with my right hand on mobile, yet on a computer, I'm using my right hand right now on the mouse. So, like, am I ambidextrous then? When it comes to playing GD? I've beaten this level with both my left and my right hand. And it's my hardest completion. It's so weird, like when you think about it. Oh, we also fixed a the ending in that, if you hit the pads at an early time, it would just kill you on an invisible spike in the black. But it was like another frame perfect or something. Nevertheless, still possible. I guess it's one you can add to the iceberg, as I've beaten A1ways F0rever with my left and my right hand on mobile and PC. Oh, I totally blanked out on that. Dang. Picture part of, I believe you mean 128 shadowed, right? Part 128. Because part 138 is Polvenox. What's the problem? Shadowed, what's the problem? This spike? Wes, I'm pretty sure you don't have a blind jump in your part, but we can check it out. Is it this spike? Yeah, you are upside down. Yeah, he can go. Alright. Wes, where's your blind jump? Because I don't think there is one. Into the ship with the grab. Okay, here's the thing. This is a fix for a blind jump that used to be your ship transition. Now you just do nothing and you're able to survive. Well, no, you have lots of time to react. You do nothing and you survive for like a second or two. If you hold into it, you're giving yourself no seconds to react. you just chill. Like that. I designed it like that. Because beforehand, you actually had to like hold up into it, which was really hard to read. So, I mean, if that's I actually do see a problem. Your decorations are split here. I don't know how that happens. Let me fix that. But how? How are they split? This is 13 minutes long. How is that split? I don't understand. Because that connects all the way up here, which connects down here. What? I had to do what I had to do, Wes. So, because your part was really, really hard. That's the problem. It was not the 7-star as I was hoping for. Because it should be like that. Yeah. Yeah, that's what it should be. Yeah, it's Insane Demon. It's my only Insane Demon. I'd hosted and verified. And then to get on the leaderboard, I beat it in one attempt. Also move the arrows more down. Oh, you mean the black arrows that you can't really even see as arrows? They're probably misplaced because when I was fixing the part, I didn't see them as arrows. I just saw them as kind of like a black mass. Yeah, one's here. One's here. One is up here. One's right here. And they're hard to get rid of because there's so many like grid blocks. There's a problem up there. Yeah, I think it's okay. Oh, there we go. I managed to get one. So where are they supposed to be? I don't understand that. Yeah, Wes, I don't know why your name's there twice. Okay, we'll put one of them there. Put one of them here. And I'll grab, see if I can grab this one because it might be connected to the question mark. There we go. I'm going to delete that one because it's just like completely hidden. All right. Is that better? All right. Any other parts I need to change before I verify this again? Okay. We're going to quickly do a Scully hop to the end, start pause, just so I don't mess it up. And then we'll go for reals. Yeah. I'm surprisingly still pretty consistent with the ending here. Shaken's part's one of those that's like impossible to nerf. So you just gotta memorize the click pattern, and I really don't like how that's the case. But there's not much I could have done without like fundamentally changing how the part worked. That true triple has killed me so many times too. It's crazy how conditioned we were with like triples, because like I don't even think Stereo Madness has a real triple. It's a squished together triple. Like a real triple is actually decently difficult. Oh, dang. Need to get better with my ship control. It's highly likely that we won't get to the other thing I had planned for this stream, but I need to get this out. And if streaming is a way to get me to play this, to push out this update, that's the best way to get it done, I guess. But yeah, besides that triple Obscura's part, Oceanic Labs part, Bug Day Bays, pretty much have this in the bag. At least this second half. Oh, and then I died in Cody's part. I can't forget about that. That was embarrassing. I was actually really mad at myself for doing that. I psyched myself out, you know? Then there's the problem with, I don't even know if I'll be able to update this level, actually. Because it might be update locked now. And if that is the case, I need to find an Elder. Which might be difficult, but... Dang it. See, that's the problem. I keep dying in stupid spots because I don't know the level as well as I did. That's why we're doing this practice. There's also stuff like distracting me, which is really annoying. Keep getting a bunch of messages on my phone, which I have out to read YouTube chat. Not to mention it's lagging a little bit for some reason. Which is kind of annoying. I hope I don't have to split this into multiple streams, but... Man, I wanted to do a big stream this weekend of ranking the 1.0 community levels. And I'm going to still try to do it if I have the time, but I totally forgot that Saturday is Valentine's Day. So my entire day is going to be taken up by my girlfriend, which is awesome. I'm looking forward to it. It also means I can't stream that day. So I think it's going to happen on Sunday. I just need to get a time figured out and blocked. Oh, I nearly went for the cube portals. I'm so stupid. Can you imagine how embarrassing that would have been? Also, I wish Discord allowed more stickers. We had so many good stickers that we could have done from this level. But unfortunately, there's a sticker limit. Like, Shaken's part would have made such a good sticker, just didn't get enough votes. Magics. By the way, that's not a blind click in studying hydroxide's part. There's a pad below the blind orb if you miss it. Yeah, I jumped right up during that section in Cody's instead of like going down. Just completely my fault. Here we go. I guess not here we go because I'm still in practice, but whatever. Oh, that part is actually kind of tricky. A fake triple. I have not looked at chat in a while, I apologize. I will in a second. Well, basically, I haven't read anything y'all have been saying in the last, like, 5 minutes. Yeah, I've seen a lot of criticism of the level, but I've not seen any criticism of the song. So I think that's a dub. Oh, we also did a change in Tributi's part. We had to move an object up because if you entered at a specific angle, it would kill you. Okay, shall we try it for real? I'm not going to replace the former names. I think I'm just going to keep... Oh, you mean like in the credits? I think I'm just going to keep it as it is because that's going to require me putting more objects, and that's also probably going to layer with the credit sign. So I don't think I'm going to change it. I don't want to have to include more objects, you know. It's also going to take a long time, but I think WesP works fine. Okay, let's give this a try. See if we can't get this finished off. As I told you, I have the last half pretty well ingrained still. I don't know why. Man, I really need to get that second contest started here. I will make that a goal probably for the week after this one. Because I want to get that started. Just a lot of like wording needs to happen on the video. There's a lot to talk about regarding it. There's also a lot that I'm worried about regarding the second contest I have planned. I'm worried that not many people will enter it. Because that's something that happens when you set a precedent with the first contest. And then you host another one, you get worried at like, oh, is this going to be too hard, too easy? Is the incentive worth the effort put in? Because, like, I'm probably going to be the only judge for this contest. So, like, the incentive I had with the moderator judges kind of goes away. Something I'm concerned about. The first contest had a surprising amount of outreach, too. But I doubt I'd be able to get for the second one. I mean, contests elsewhere have kind of died down a bit. So maybe that will kind of like revitalize people to find mine. I don't know. Stuff I need to figure out. Because I wanted to get that started at the end of January. I just haven't had the time to get it all sorted out. I always take that mixed route in Sunny Shade's part. I feel weird for doing that. Once you get to like Zypher's part, I feel just kind of chill and playing. It's so weird. Yeah, I'm getting a little bit of lag. A lot of lag. What the hell? Why is it so laggy? I don't understand why it's so laggy as in comparison to previous. Is it because I have like Notes app open or something? I don't think I had that problem when verifying it originally. I'm trying to think like what's changed. Maybe there's like an OBS setting I need to change too. Oh well, let's try it again. Because like I've never died in Seb's part. I just experienced like a lag spike and couldn't hit the orb. Really weird. Oh yeah, it's been really fun taking level requests so far. I'm really enjoying writing feedback. Like this is kind of something I'm first just kind of experimenting around with. I haven't like really properly written feedback before, but it's a blast. We'll say it's taken me a long time. Like, I think each review takes me at least 15 to 20 minutes Because I want to make sure it's worded in the perfect way. That was strange. Okay. I've never died in that spot before either. I must have clicked before I got reached into the orb's hitbox. And instead, my third click tapped the second orb. And there was nothing to hit the third orb. And there's not much I can do about that. That's just a problem with orbs to begin with in Geometry Dash. They're so unpredictable. Like these little buggers, these yellow orbs ever in the level made it so hard to balance. But no, I'm quite enjoying leaving feedback. By the way, to those who have read the feedback I gave, how is it? I've been meaning to ask if my feedback has been worded well and if it's helpful. Like, is it professional or is it kind of amateurish? And do I say stuff that like actually helps you improve, or is it just kind of eh? Because I do want to get better at it, if there's anything wrong. Okay! I don't know why that happened. Oh. We might be here a while. I anticipated this. My eyes like to go cross-eyed when the worst times. Which makes reading the level difficult. Good thing I kind of like all the parts in the beginning, more or less. I don't like Imperial Arctics personally, but... probably read chat talking about the feedback. I'm gonna read it right now. It's worded good. Definitely think it's professional. Thank you. Yes, I fixed the part that you sent me, GG Cyborg. I fixed everything that people send me. No, Wes, GD Cyborg's part is perfect. It's exactly what I wanted. I wanted it to be like a simpler 1.0 style. Because a lot of kids, when they play this game, can only think about that. It's kind of designed to get more complex as you go on. So I wanted it to start pretty simple. Then again, it is a thing that people will see, and if people don't like classic 1.0 style, I can understand why it would be lame or boring. However, it matches exactly what I wanted, so... That's more of a me thing to blame, more than anything else. Fun fact, fun Always Forever Iceberg fact, I guess. I originally wanted to have Colossal Punk design part 1. And then I realized, oh wait, Colossal Punk is not in the Giga, does not want to be in the Giga collab. That's a shame. Because I'm friends with Colossal Punk in GD. They're a great, or a pretty decent 1.9 builder. And their 1.0 style was like, what I kind of wanted in the beginning. Then I realized, oh, they don't want to do the Giga collab. And I'm like, who else could do a really good job of what I want? And I'm like, GD Cyborg can. So I asked GD Cyborg if they'd like to, and they said yes. So that's awesome. And I think it turned out very well. Yeah, I think I got 3 more reviews to do in the level requests. I'm hoping as I do them, I'll get faster at giving feedback. But like, there's some of them where I feel like I need to give quite a bit of feedback, or there's a lot for me to comment on. Like, I had a lot to comment on regarding the 1.0 Death Moon remake. But like, not as much to comment on Euro City. So I guess it just kind of depends. I guess the better the level is, the less comments I have to make on it. Which I guess makes sense. Well, I guess that's not entirely true. There's some great levels that I still have a lot to comment on. But like, if I see something that needs like specific feedback, more likely to comment on that thing, you know? Because I've liked all the levels that I've gotten in level requests so far. Yay, new best. No, it's not a new best. I died earlier. Sorry. I died earlier in the stream. I don't remember where. I remember we got past Tunnet's part. Oh yeah, I died in Como Indo's part, which is something I never did before. First for everything, I guess. I just wasn't paying attention. I always take this middle route in Yuji's part. Alright! Skoliap's part. That's me. Oh wow, I nearly died there, I think. I put a lot of safety in that section. Man, I need to work more on GJG level 7. Dang it, I knew that would happen! Ah! I do it right every single time we're practicing the ending, and then on the actual thing I choke. It's a real triple though, like those are so hard to handle. I don't really plan on crashing. Oh, excuse me. I don't really plan on crashing out. It's not Friday the 13th yet, Blomp. Not for me. I still got like 5 hours until it is. Unless you're bringing over the Friday 13th bad juju energy. Are you, Blomp? Is that what's going on? Oh yeah, I still need to... I was gonna send a DM to a few of the mods that helped out on stuff in like the contest and things, and see if they'd be interested in taking requests from me. I don't think anyone saw my message I put in the private mod chat. Or channel, private mod channel, because they might have that muted, which I'd understand why. Yeah, I'm getting really bad lag again. Honestly, this level is so much more chill on stream. It's fun to just, like, chat and play it. Because, like, on phone, when I tried to verify the update, man, I was getting so frustrated. I like myself. It's nice to have people that, you know, are just, like, chilling as you work on something difficult. No, I have no idea if my rambles actually make good content or people are just annoyed when I speak. Because, like, ideally, people would be interested in what I have to say, like how they are with N-Pesta, but I doubt I'm that interesting. Honestly, N-Pesta is actually goated at streaming. I haven't watched like any of their streams, but the like YouTube VODs look so much fun. Like the stream where he's just talking to a brick wall for 4 hours was honestly such a fun video to watch on YouTube. Because I feel like only he could pull that off, you know? He just got a way of words. Oh yeah, I still can't believe I got 600 subs on YouTube. That's insane to me. I feel like I don't deserve that at all. It's like I don't make content regularly, and like scripted videos are so hard for me to make. And they take up so much time that I just don't really have. I was actually thinking about recording some videos, but like not GD ones. But I don't know how people would feel about me doing other games, you know? I think it'd be really fun to do some videos just me playing Slay the Spire. If you've not seen that, I died in my parts! This is embarrassing, honestly. I'm like actually embarrassed. That's so... Man. My hair's getting in my way. I just got a haircut too. Stop. There's a single strand that is touching my face. It is now 8 o'clock. I am subbing tomorrow, which means I have to get to bed starting around 10 o'clock. Meaning we got 2 hours to get this done and dusted. There is a speck of something on my glasses, and it is bothering the hell out of me. Well, there's many specks on my glasses, but I genuinely might have like ADHD or something. Because when I'm locked in, I'm locked in. But when I'm not, it's like everything except the level is my concern. Yeah, I think if there's anything that I could be, the thing that I wouldn't ever be able to be is like a rage streamer. I just don't have it in me, you know? Like, I don't curse. I do my absolute best to restrain my anger and get it out in a healthier outlet. That healthier outlet's mainly sleeping. I get tired when I get angry. But yeah, I don't curse either. It's just like, I don't know if that would work for me if I was... I don't think I could ever get money from raging on stream. The other thing I won't probably ever be able to get money from is like drawing. I'm terrible at art, just in general. Except for when it's like composing music or building a GD level. I find it absurd how good I am with the GD tools, but I can't do anything like drawing-wise. And I know that's probably something that just takes practice, but I don't know, arts and crafts just in general I don't have a lot of patience for. And my girlfriend does. Like, she designed me some of the coolest things I've ever seen. Oh, blah, 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 blah. Yeah, I love when my frame rate is inconsistent. That's the route I take in Sunny Shades Park. I kind of combine two routes into one. There was a time when I was in college marching band that we had an Armed Forces medley, and I memorized for one of the Armed Forces songs the alto 1 part, but I mixed, or the alto 2 part, but I mixed in a bit of the alto 1 part, and didn't realize it until like 2 years later, or a year later, when the section leader pointed out, being like, "You're combining the two sections." Well, that was a interesting awakening. And I think I played it like that for like the rest of my marching band career. It was just too hard to switch back because I played it like probably like 80 times the way that I learned it. Alright, let's see if we can not be a dingbat and die in our part again. Die in my part again. If I do, I'll just blame chat. Okay, we didn't. Man, I'm actually going to be subbing for music tomorrow. That's going to be nice, because I've subbed for like everything but lately. Yay! My heart dropped, but we did it. I get to do elementary strings and winds, and maybe percussion, I don't know. I don't know what the schedule is yet. Teacher still needs to send it over to me. But I think I've subbed for them in this position before, so... You're joking! Since when have I died there? You're gotta be joking. Oh... I'm so sorry, y'all. I've never died there. I've never even gotten close. Is Blomp still in chat? I'm blaming his Friday 13th energy. Actually, it was Penguin Yeet's part. Penguin Mean King's part. I'm blaming Penguin. Penguin's fault. Are you joking? Okay. Yeah, I'm washed. I know. I need to actually, like, get better at playing demons in general. Alright, here we go again. Oddly enough, I'm still not sick of the level. Well, when I play it by myself, I get pretty sick of it. Wow, I cut that thin. But like on stream, it feels so much more different, you know? Like my patience is tripled. I wonder why that is. Probably some psychological factor or sociological factor. I mean, I guess you do react differently when you're in a social setting. Maybe it has something similar to do with that. And that maybe that's why rage is so hard for me to do. Plus, I just find myself being angry is embarrassing. So, and I hate being embarrassed. Ugh, that did make me angry. I don't know why I died. It's fine. I don't think I'd be able to become a Sith Lord, honestly. I mean, I have the anger for it. It's just I don't have the ability to, like, harness or release the anger. Okay, these yellow orb portals are actually starting to get on my nerves. It's been a while since we've had a 1.0 rate. I think A1ways F0rever was the last one that we've had. And there's still so many more that need to get rated. I know Maniac Dan Holiday was sent recently. That getting rated today could be awesome. Or, you know, Ironworks. It's absurd that that one's still not rated. Well, what's absurd is Spiced is still not rated. And it was most recently just set for an epic, too. Next time, if Viperon's taking, like, requests, someone should submit Spiced. I don't know if that would be me, though, considering I've wanting to submit Polar Plunge to Viperon for a while. Because I'm at, what, 36 cents? Which is kind of crazy, even if it's a 1.0 level. Like, what do you mean it's still not rated? I know the bot only says, like, 29. Because there was, it didn't count the first 6 sends, and there was, like, a double send. Or no, it didn't count the first 5 sends, and there was, like, 2 double sends. But no, I really want to see Spiced get rated. Pretty much the entire top 15 for that regard. Because they're all generally really good levels. And it's insane that, like, we still have, what, like 9 of them unrated? Yeah, I don't like how I'm getting frames. That really bothers me. Keep dropping frames. That part always scares me, even though I've like only died to it once. I really hope I can update this. It's gonna suck if I have to get an Elder's help. That was a really well done part there. I'm trying to think about what Elder I can contact regarding that. A lot of them are really busy, and not a lot of them would even care about the 1.0 level. I know Spark likes 1.0 level, so I could contact him if I have a problem. But I don't know if they'd even respond, you know? It'd be easier if we had an Elder in the server. There we go. I get nervous about that part, but I did it. Oh, I nearly died to that spike somehow. That would have been embarrassing. Yeah, a lot of close calls, actually. Wow. Can't believe how severely I underrated the difficulty of this. Like, the creator bias fallacy is huge. Because, like, unlearned, yeah, this is certainly an insane demon. Just due to the learning process that needs to be done. And no case parts. Imagine I died on a dino. And you're joking! I held it, it didn't jump! Are you kidding? I held my mouse Why did it not? Is it? Oh, I know why. Because this platform's not high enough yet. Because that's the spot we changed. Oh, you're kidding me. Yeah, what happened is I think I held. Let me grab something. I held starting right here. Which, when I entered the portal, I was actually not on a block. Or something like that. I think I need to raise this platform again. It's like the last thing I want to do, too. That's so frustrating, because if that was just the... That was as it was, it wouldn't have been a problem. Maybe, like, I do need to move this out of the way. Sorry. Got a little upset there. I don't think I can put the blue portal right side up, unfortunately. That's going to mess up the timing. But man, that's so frustrating, because if I didn't even change that section there, I wouldn't have died there. Whatever. That's how it should feel. You can't really mess that up anymore. Okay. I bet what I died to is also like pixel perfect. And that's fun. We're very close, but we go again. I apologize if this is boring. But yeah. You know, I really, really, really loved this level back when I verified it. But, like, once it got rated, I got some ill feelings towards it. Like, that's when people, like, really started attempting it, and all, like, the negative feedback. Just, it kind of... Yeah, it kind of affected me a little bit, because it's like... And then I like started attempting for like verifying another update, and it was like, wow, this actually is quite frustrating to play. It's super learning. And I felt really bad because, like, man, this is gonna get like a really low rating from some people who don't have the patience for it, and I don't want the playtesters to get flack for that. I don't want the collab members to get flack for that. I don't know if I'm just being overly compassionate, but I feel bad knowing that, like, it's gonna get an enjoyment rating on the GDDL score, and it's not gonna be as high as I thought it would be. Which I'm fine with. It's more of, I don't want people, like, being verbal against the people who participated. That's why I'm trying to be open about fixes that I can make to make this a better experience overall. There's been several people calling this the worst Insane Demon in the game, which I think is definitely a stretch. Because we have some really bad Insane Demons in this game. Like, isn't After Catabath an Insane Demon? Like, that is rubbish. Not gonna lie. At least it's not for me in the slightest. I think it got rated just because Rob's Up watched it get verified live in stream. I know a lot of people consider Invisible Deadlock to be one of the worst Insanes. And from maybe a creating standpoint, I would 100% agree. It was just an alpha trigger. But like, I think Invisible Deadlock does just a perfect job of reframing a level you already know into a completely new experience. You have to basically relearn the level and play it differently. I think Nothing Is Scary has some great points about that level. But like from a creating standpoint, it's actual slop. It's literally just an exact copy with an alpha trigger. But like from a playing standpoint, it completely changes the way you have to think about Deadlocked. I love stuff that does reframing. You have to think outside the box and like actually like think about stuff. Think about how to approach it. And I like that. I like when levels have to make you think. And like artworks that have to make you think. I'm a huge fan of like modern arts, like modern contemporary art, performance arts, all the stuff that like makes you think and challenges the norms. Like, there's a piece called the 1,000-Hour Stare. And the artist, all they did was they took a blank sheet of paper and stared at it for 1,000 hours. And then posed the question, is this art? Because it has a lot of time put into it. And the artist put a lot of thought into it as well. And it's so interesting because yes, 1,000 hours of the artist's experiences can be technically found in the work. Because he looked at it for 1,000 hours. I just find that so cool. Like challenging the idea that time makes good art, or time makes art that is valuable. So cool. There's also a guy that like wrote a song using radio waves or something. Or no, they made an art piece using like radio waves where you couldn't see it. Or even like hear it, but you knew it was there. And then there's the art piece Inert Gases, where they released a container that had mixed gas elements inside it into the air. And like we know from a scientific standpoint that it is mixing with other molecules and making an art, but you can't see, hear, taste, smell, or feel it there. So, does the artwork exist? Does it not? It makes you have to think. Conceptual art. That's what I was looking for. I really love conceptual art. It's art that's about the concept rather than the actual finished product. And the thinking that comes with it. So like, inert gases. We know there's an art medium of gases mixing in with the Earth's gases to create an art form, but we can't actually sense it there. That's so fascinating. Because you have to just think about it. I know NLK is probably typing a lot about this in chat, because they are an art history major. So they would know all about this more than I would. But man, I love conceptual art so much. Did you know that there's actually conceptual art done in GD or through GD as a medium? If any of you have ever heard of the level The Cake Is, it's an example of a conceptual artwork. Because the level never existed, but everybody talked as if it did exist. More of a like social conceptual work, but still done in the realms and mindset of GD. And it was like very popular on Reddit for a while. Some people would call it trolling, but like it is conceptual art. It made you have to think about a level that didn't actually exist. I also really like conceptual music. Oh, I nearly didn't jump there. That would have been so bad. Like, 433 is the most obvious example of like conceptual music. It's a piece where you sit in silence for 4 minutes and 33 seconds. It really reframed, because like the music for that piece is actually everything that happens around the performer. So every cough contributes to the piece. Every ventilation hum contributes to the piece. It's really reframes what music is and what you can hear as music. And I really like that. I like being challenged. I nearly hit that bounce back. I missed the orb, but it's okay. Okay, what? 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 What did I do? There's not a block over that spike. Oh, you are joking. No, there is a block over that spike. What? No, there's not a block over... There is not a block over that spike. Hang on, now I need to see if that actually... I think... No, that is why I didn't have a block over that spike. God dang it, what do I do? That doesn't look good is the problem. Actually, I don't know. Let me do it. Oh, that's so frustrating. No, Fruit Bowl, it's because I haven't played the level in ages that I'm finding inconsistencies. Because when I beat it 4 times, it was after I had already learned the level in verification. I knew the level by like the back of my hand. But I haven't played actively in a long time because I've been busy and creating. And on top of that, I don't know the level as well as I did. And a lot of this stuff should have been caught in test playing as well. I mean, this whole part I understand was a mess to test play. That's just the nature of a collab that's designed this way. But man, that's so frustrating because, well, the thing is, if you don't do anything there, you survived. The only way you died in the way that I just died is you had to hold in the exact wrong spot. And that is just what happened to me. Like, that is a whole new level of unlucky. You had to hold in a way that the rocket, that your cube didn't touch the edge of the block, or the rocket didn't touch the edge of the block, but still turned into a cube to hit the spike. That's like something I don't even expect a test player to catch. That's so crazy unlucky. That is so crazy unlucky. I'm like in disbelief that that even happened. Because, like, I made sure that couldn't happen. Like, ugh. Doesn't even really feel like the level's fault either. Well, it obviously is, because I wouldn't have died if it wasn't fault of the level or fault of myself, but it just feels like complete and utter unlucky. That's fine. Just gotta do all this again. That is something I should also mention is I like don't play XLs hardly at all. The only like XXXXL that I really have beaten other than this is the Long Walk Home. Because that level is just sight readable. Well, I guess I beat some of like the mini game demons before 2.2 came out. Like VVVVVV. And I also beat whatever the Pokemon parody was. Because I found the ending code and you kind of just need to spam Pokemon attacks to win. I think it's called Geomon, that's what it's called. That level's actually free. Embarrassingly easy. I did also beat Castlemania. It's not as long. It's like a 2.5 minute long level. And I've beaten like other XLs. It's just, it's not, I haven't beaten like any travel levels, for instance. I usually don't have the patience for that type of thing, but like the Giga Collab, I have so much patience for, especially when I'm streaming. It's just, I love it. I love all the parts and all the contributions to it. How it like celebrates not just what everyone sees in 1.0, but everything possible in 1.0. And I really love it for that. Like, this isn't just a level, this is like the ultimate possible 1.0 level you can have. There's something in it for everybody. It's similar to Always End as well, where like each part is pretty accessible, but the difficulty comes through putting it all together. Like anyone can do a practice run on this level, if they know what to do in Chicken's part, at least. I can imagine that giving some people trouble. And I think that's very special. Crazy how like both of the 1.0 like heavily inspired 1.0 levels that are like demons and very long are both very accessible for people to play through in practice mode. I mean, it's slightly in different ways. This one's accessible because the gameplay in each part by itself is not difficult. It's just you have to learn every part. And every end is accessible in the way that you only need to know how to jump the cube jumps. But like, the jumps are obviously very difficult. Entirely pull-offable. Alright, hopefully no bugs like I just experienced. That would be... not fun. Got over the middle triple. Not gonna lie, I'd love to see like an Always Forever Victor rank all the parts based off their experience with it. Like, so it's not kind of how like Npesta did when he did beat Dawn. Yeah, whole stream where he ranked every part, or the after part of the stream was ranking every part of Dawn. I think that'd be cool. Someone to do that with Always Forever. It'd take him a long time, 'cause there's a lot of parts. Another thing I like is that every part's kind of memorable in its own right. I think there's only a few that aren't that memorable at all. man. It feels so long ago that this was made. At the same time, it feels like yesterday it was sending people their parts. Oh, time is interesting that way. Right, we're going back to where we were. Oh. Oh, I nearly died. Oh, frick me. Yes! It's done. Their fifth rebeat. Alright, I guess fifth time I beat it. Fifth time I beat it. So, once verification, 2 update fixes, rebeat for the leaderboard, and a 3rd update fix. And my guess is I'm not going to be able to update it either, so... No! It did! Fixed a lot of minor issues given by victors. We're done! It is updated, which means we have like an hour to switch on over to We're going to switch on over to request me rated levels. It's going to be part of the star grinding. I want to see, like, what's your favorite rated level? You can request it to me. Please keep it under demon. So keep it under demon, please. Alright, sent that out. So, Shaken by Palix. Let's take a look at that. Neon Madness. Is this the 1.9 level? Oh, it might be. Oh, gosh. Oh, this is really annoying. Hold on. Whereas this is hard. What? Oh, this is like impossible. What on earth? Oh, that's not okay. That's just an animation, not actually a block. This is one of the hardest Insanes I've ever seen. This has to be on the hardest Insanes list, right? How is this not demon? How did this not get demon? This is absurd. Wait, so let me get this straight. You really like this level, but you didn't like Always Forever. Like, I feel like this is way harder, honestly. Jeez. People are saying it's harder than Acropolis. Tier 19! That's one of the most... Alright, I see Pixel Ray by a Mighty Duck is being suggested. I'm not going to be able to beat that level, Wes, unfortunately. I've not beaten this one, so let's give it a try. This is fun, and it's also, like, really energetic. Although this ship part's just kind of straight fly simulator. Not a huge fan of that, but... I do think the visuals are also not doing a whole lot. That's fine. The gameplay's fire. It's like a great introduction to, energetic gameplay. It's a fun level. Very fun level. I wouldn't say that's my favorite level, but yeah. The deco doesn't do a lot there, but the gameplay carries. The gameplay certainly carried that. Awesome suggestion. Is Cosmic Dimension a demon? Because I can give it a playthrough, but... Oh, it's a Darwin demon. It's 7-star. Oh, okay. Ooh. I bet NLK has played this. I think they've played through like every 1.9 rated level. Yeah, this is really nice. Really good for 1.9. What happened there? I don't think I was supposed to go up there. Oh no, I was supposed to go up there. Then why did it kill me? The hitboxes are ridiculous. Play in practice mode and show hitboxes. Okay. So what I'm hearing is there's going to be a really hard part. I mean, it looks pretty good for 1.9 level so far. Hitboxes aren't that... Oh, the wave hitboxes. That's the way. Bad entry into the dual wave. Yeah, those are really bad, but there wasn't much you could do back then because there was no way to see the hitboxes. You could only, like, feel them. I mean, the effects in this are awesome. Oh, yeah, the hitboxes are wonky here as well. What even killed me? Yeah, those hitboxes are crazy. Yeah, the effect work is mental. That's so cool. Yeah, it's a fire level. I'm going to see if I can beat it. The hitboxes are probably going to prevent me from beating it because those are really bad. But again, not really the creator's fault, RobTop's fault for not like making the hitboxes on the line slopes actually visible. And then, God, I remember there was a block in, I think, update 1.7 that had a hitbox. And then guess what RobTop did? In 2.0, he changed it to not have a hitbox, which made Red World impossible. I'm not going to be able to beat that, but it's really cool. Any other suggestions for levels? Be happy to play through any suggestions. Sackrag? I think I've already beaten Sackrag, but I can play through it now. It would help if I turned off hitboxes. I'm just going to play through this in practice. I've already beaten it. But this is one of the awesome 1.9 Sunset levels. Probably one of the best ones, too, which is... because, like, look at that, man. This isn't a just star. This is a star rate. It's mental. Like, that is insane for 1.9. That is such a crazy level. I mean, it might have been just because it was medium, which is a robbery. All right, you requested double dimension. This one. Purple Films, is it this double dimension? Because I've beaten this one because there wasn't a gauntlet. I'll put it in practice mode. We'll do the other dimension. Ooh, 3D 1.0. I do enjoy Girly Ale as a builder, but as a person, they came off as a bit toxic from the interactions I've seen. But I'm sure they're probably a very kind individual. It's just their interactions with, like, taking requests seemed a little on the toxic side. Certainly not how I would have handled giving feedback to people personally. But like this is insane. This is really, really well done. Now, I wonder why they didn't choose to use player colors on that cue. Because I feel like that would have been a great use of them. You know? It's not that mid. This is really cool. Like, the 3D perspectives taken on it are just insane. They're a really, really cool level. And I know Wes said ruined love. Another insane. Let's take a look. Line jump, which is actually pretty common for this time period. The gameplay conventions were different back then. Ooh. Alright, why am I tapping that blue orb? Why do I keep tapping stuff? That's auto. Come on, Scully up. No! This wave part's surprisingly smooth. Oh! That's so unfair. That's crazy. That's a crazy effect for this early in the game. I got juked out by that so bad. Oh, they did one of these dual waves. I will say, I cannot do these types of waves for some reason. These types of waves are so difficult. For no reason. I don't know why. I think it's because the hitboxes between the two waves never line up perfectly, so if you're just even a slightly bit off, you ruin it. Whereas you like some interesting levels. This might be super precise. Oh. This is like the worst decision of a game mode to put at the end of your level, I'm gonna be honest. There's like... That's so hard. I think if Freedom 10 got balanced and decorated, or like some parts got like redecorated and balanced to make everything about the same, and people have good experiences with it, I don't see any reason why it wouldn't get rated. Just gotta find the right mods. Yeah, that crazy underrated stuff. Yeah, I know you do. I'm just saying, like, nobody should. That's a horrible thing to put at the ending of your level. While I wait for more suggestions, I think I'll show off some of my favorited levels. These are levels that I find to be, like, my personal favorite. You've not seen Voyage by Destasy? It's a peak level. This is Gravity Trigger before it was a thing. This was entered in Vibrant CC9 and 2.1. This might have won, actually. I don't remember. But it's such a peak level. Like, this is before all the 2.2 stuff that made this, like, way too easy to make, but... Have I beaten Dead God Cult? No. And that is because, as cool as the level is, I don't like the cultish element of it. See, I'm a huge fan of Slay the Spire, but I couldn't really get into Dead God Cult. Because, like, just the theme of it, I didn't like it. I think it definitely deserves Mythic. It's just not a level that I would want to play, you know? Did stream freeze? Please tell me the stream didn't freeze. Anyway, let me show off some of the other... I'm not going to play through Dead God Cult right now, because it's a long level, but... Here's another one that I really liked. This is Urban Matters by Alfred P. Canis. It's a messy level, but it's got so much charm. I just really like the colors. Honestly, they shouldn't work, but they just work so well. Plus, at the time period, Grain was one of my favorite songs. I didn't realize I collected the cards, but really, really cool level. Still have yet to beat it, but Buzz Tone Symphony, I can give that a play. Is it this one? MK Comic? I'll do a quick practice run through this one. I remember playing this level. Pretty fun. Pretty fun 1.9 level. Should probably change back to the Scully at classic colors, but yeah, this is like you say 1.9. This is what I think of, you know. Oh, I gotta pause real fast. Okay, I'm back. Sorry about that. See, Misty requested a flat level. I'll play it after this. Hey, they took this effect from Funny Game. Ballroom Room, it's a demon. Ooh, we'll see if I can get through it. Balloon Room! Hold on. I read that wrong. Oh no, it's this. I played this. I didn't realize he used peak. Hold on. No, go this way. No. No, you get away from that thing. No. Oh, that's annoying. And that's why I can't beat this level. I'll try it again. Is it random? I don't remember. This is evil. How is that fair at all? Again. Ugh. No! I don't think I can beat this. Blackout and Ghost Balloon, that's crazy. That's an evil level. Jesus. I'll keep showing off some of my favorites until I get another request here. The Split. This is like the first 2.1 level that was like actually just incredible. Apart from like optical stuff, but like this level just amazed me when I saw it way back when. So much creativity and just execution is out of this world. You requested the Dano Lex and he just suffered for a long time. That's hilarious. And the gameplay for early 2.1 is just so good in this level. I don't like this part personally. Like the part after it is so peak. Like that's so cool. Then we got an amazing skull part to end it out. Like, that's peak early 2.1. That's so cool. The Enchanted Forest is peak 2.0 theming. This, I believe, got like second place or something inside Anubis's creator contest. We had to be above a themed level. Maybe I got first. I don't remember. Yeah, I did get first, because Periodic Surge got second. I'm not in practice mode. You get the idea. Really, really cool themed level. Then we got this level. I just played this randomly, and it was just, like, really cool. Like the way that the theme was done. I really love themed levels. Have I beaten Aperture 1.9? I don't know. I can play that after this. I mean, just look at this, like, art. It's so good. Like, this is the kind of art that I really enjoy. It's, like, got some realism elements to it, but it's still, like, inherently GD. It's not, like... It's not, like, in your face, I guess. It's very mellow. It's so pretty. Yeah, the level just works so well together. Alright, let's take a look at Aperture 109. I have beaten it, yeah. I'll play through it again because it's peak. Like, this level is so cool. I like it a lot more than the actual Aperture. Like, actually, that's a hard statement to make, because Aperture does have some really well done parts. I know people get praise for the 3D section. I actually liked a lot of the parts around that. But what this level shocks me most about is that it stayed under the 1.9 object limit, which is insane optimization. And it just does such a really good job remaking. Now that is something, I'm not a huge fan of, like, remaking older stuff, but this just does such a good job of, like, doing so with also keeping it unique and, like, having its own identity, which is really, really hard to do. Frankly, this should have been epic. And then the way they did the 3D part is so cool. Like, that's awesome. So much creativity to do that. You learned Aperture's gameplay with this. That's awesome. It's a stunning level, for sure. My favorites are interesting. Frankly, I'm not sure if this would go on my favorites if I played it today. But there was a time period where I really loved 1.6 levels. And when I saw this level, I'm like, wow, this is so good. This was Hyanidin's entry to Queso's CC, where you had to do 1.6 levels. I also really loved the song, and I was so happy to see it get used, so... Kind of miss Hyanidin being around. It's been a while since I chatted with them. I know they're active in the Waterflame Discord. I just don't like the Waterflame Discord all that much, personally. There's just so many, like, creative stuff done in this level, while also, like, keeping the vibes of Hyanidin's usual stuff. Well, that's 2.0 text! What's that doing to my 1.9 level? Oh, they're the hosts of the remix contest. That's crazy. Once again, y'all can keep sending me levels if you would like to. I would give them a playthrough. And then, this is... I really love this level, and I love predicting gauntlets. When I heard there was a bunch of gauntlets coming in 2.2, I was like, oh, Strange Gauntlet. I can predict that. This is 100% going to be the boss in the Strange Gauntlet. And it wasn't. But man, I definitely think it deserves to be. This level's so cool. This works so well with its song. Or was this in the Strange Gauntlet? This isn't a gauntlet, isn't it? Wait, I'm tripping. I thought it was going to be the boss in the Strange Gauntlet, which is what I was disappointed about. But isn't this in the Strange Gauntlet? Oh, I need to check after this because I'm like losing my mind now. Because I remember having to beat this in a gauntlet. Surely, right? It had to be a Strange Gauntlet. I feel very, like, schizophrenic right now. It was? Okay, what level was it? Third? Second level. Okay. So I'm not going crazy. I predicted it. That's what happened. Wow, I'm so stupid. It's such a perfect level with the Strange Gauntlet. I also thought what Red Lions could do would be in it, but his not. Another really peak level is May and Jewels by Zephyr GD. Zephyr was a great themed creator. This was his Crystal Gauntlet entry. Frankly, I think it aged better than some of the Crystal Gauntlet entries that made it into the Gauntlet, but that's just an opinion. Although some of the color choices are interesting. What was crazy is that they denied art levels for this gauntlet, by the way. Saying that it's not what they were looking for. And yet every gauntlet now feels like it's art levels that are winning. That's always so crazy to me that, like, back in 2.1 they were so against art levels getting in the gauntlets, and they basically just supported design levels. It was really unfair. Another really, really cool themed level. This is actually themed off of Team Fortress 2, which I really love. I don't understand a lot of the references. I've never played Team Fortress 2, but I just love the way this level looks. And, like, the journey you take on it. That vent part inspired sections of Cold Cut Combo, by the way. In case you're wondering. Oh, there's invisible pads. This section also inspired Cold Cut Combo a little bit. With, like, the moon in the city and the neon signs. Such a peak level. Haven't bought an amethyst. Good luck botting it. I hope that goes well for you. Okay, I should probably remove this level from my favorites because it's a more ultra. But that I added that before the whole controversy happened, and I really liked the theming and the design in that. It's a rainy level, but it's like with a rainy like village. It's really cool. Here's another level I really like. I loved the song and I love the representation of the song. I'm not usually a like old A1ways fan. Like his new stuff is really good, but like his old stuff I wasn't a huge fan of, but this level was different. A1ways style works so well for this song, it's crazy. Oh, this like confetti is like the perfect time thing there. The gameplay is also really fair and fun. If you haven't played that, you need to. It's so cool. Things Phase 2 was easier to bot than Snowbound, but... Oh, you can't listen to his songs repeatedly? I'm sure there's one of them that you could. He's ran a lot of different music styles. I don't remember why I added this one to my favorites. I think it's just because I liked the gameplay. This was one that I probably could get off my favorites list now, but... I think I had a lot of fun with it, which is why I put it on my favorites. It's also a really easy demon. Yeah, this is... I'm surprised this is on my favorites list, honestly. I really enjoyed playing it. Because this is not something I normally put on it. Not a bad level by any means, but... I guess I kind of liked also like the 1.6 style to it. Yeah, Electroman Adventures is by Waterflame, and he is got a lot of other bangers like that, but... That's a questionable one, but here's another Heek Jagos level. This is based off of the SCP factory or SCP containment breach. Dread Intrusion. Once again, the theme is so good in this level. It's always also a really fun level to play. Jagos had so many bangers. Ugh. Oh, look at that like monster. It's so cool. Certainly a learning level though is the only problem. I think when I don't, did I beat this level? Yeah, I did. Oh, when I did beat it, I turned that guy off so I could actually see the gameplay, but it's pretty fun once you know it. Nation was so abysmal to play and bought. You love the level so much. Yep, sometimes that's just the case, like a level that's terrible you love. This I really like because it's one of the very few like really well done modern levels from 2.0. This is like before modern really cemented its roots. Like modern was just becoming a style, and then Pan drops this banger. I just think this level's so cool. For how like early it was for modern. The gameplay is also like really well done. I still haven't beaten it because I haven't put in the time. It's such a cool modern level. It's like a modern effect level too. I have a soft spot for that type of level. You don't see that very often anymore. There we go. Bit of a maze at the end. It's so cool. Have I played Good Vibes? I don't know if I have. Let me check it out. But I think that's such a cool level. The Dan Alex level. I don't know if I've played this demon. I'll give it a try. Okay, the song is a definite turn off for me. I remember this level was like really popular. It'd probably be a good level to beat because it's probably not that hard. Ooh. Yeah, this level is really cool. Definitely like a step up from Danalex's usual in 2.1. I don't like the gameplay in this section. I'm sure it's just to learn it. Very cool. Oh, you really like the song? Hey, that's you. That's for... That's your opinion. I'm not a huge fan of, like, anime music, and that kind of sounds like it to me. I mean, I hope that I don't want to be disrespectful or anything, but it's a really cool level. I think it works really well for the song, too. Level's awesome. Alright, some other levels I really like. Dank Egypt. And this might come as a surprise to some people, but, like, the boss fight in this is so cool. Like, visually, it's quite a mess at the beginning. But the boss fight just had my jaw on the floor because of how, like, creative it was. It was also a really funny level. Like, the little skeletons popping out of the coffins is so funny. I also really like Badlands as a song. This is not the boss fight I'm talking about, by the way. That's still coming. It's this boss fight. This is so well done. Look how cool this is. And then these guys just dancing at the bottom is so funny. Remember this part being annoying, though. Oh, there we go. The level is so funny. Baybon is super hard for an easy demon. Oof. Might not check it out right now, but Coin Keeper's another level I really enjoyed, thematic-wise. Because entering a number, depending on how high you enter, it will change the level completely. So I'm just going to try. This is so cool. Yeah, really cool level. This was built in 2.1 as well. A lot of the levels I put on my favorites are 2.1 levels. That's when I played the most. But I'll play a couple more that I'll have to end stream. But like Aether Enterprise is another just absolutely peak level. What's even more peak is if you play on LDM, it switches it to day. So you can play this level at both day and night. And this was not for the split gauntlets. This was made before all that. This is also one of my favorite songs of all time. Way back when. I was in love with this song. Such a cool level. Marvelous Malice is genuinely one of the best art levels I think I've ever seen from 2.1. Like, it's so good. And it's not in your face like a lot of 2.2 levels are. Just a really pretty level. I also really like this block design. Ending, that end screen is really cool too. Alright, this will be the last one I'll show off for tonight while I... Hold on a second. What's going on? Solar Flare not top 30 anymore? This is just a really fun level. I also really like the designs. I liked complex block designs that were clean back then. This is just a great example. I also really like Stay Inside Me as a song. But like, the gameplay is so fun. Ugh. coin. That's such a blast to play. It's 44th. That's insane. This is such a fun level. I would highly recommend it if you've not given it a play. Like, the designs are like so crystal clear, but like complex. Very fun. Yeah, I usually don't like design glow levels, but that one just hits differently, man. All right. That's all I'm going to show off today. I'm going to save my account here. And then I'm going to end stream. Thank you all who have stayed the entire time and joined while I got the update out for Always Forever. Appreciate y'all. Catch you in a later weekend stream. Going to be a big one. So